Gnaw, Food of the Gods Part 2 is an entertainingly silly killer rat movie. Having vaguely recalled the original, I was curious to see what the sequel was all about, and it was a damn good cheesy time. After a group of college activists break into a college lab in hopes of trashing it in protest of the experiments, they accidentally infect a group of rats with an experimental chemical that causes gigantic growth. Soon the school is overrun with giant killer rats. A professor who is working on a cure teams up with his hippie girlfriend to try and stop the rats before the college's big synchronized swim meet. Synchronized swim meet? Is that even a thing? Was it ever a thing? Gnaw, Food of the Gods Part 2 takes itself way too seriously. For a film about giant killer rats, it sure stays grounded and serious. Paul Quafos, from Chopping Mall, is great as the lead professor. He is able to pull off being masculine and a nerd at the same time. He's a likable lead, and the bond that he shares with his pet white rat is sadly the best chemistry between co-stars. His hippie girlfriend is played by none other than Hello Mary Lou Prom Night 2's Leisha Schrage, and she is terrible in this. I was disappointed how bad she was here. She comes off very wooden, which is surprising given her tongue-in-cheek and over-the-top performance in Prom Night 2. The special effects are pretty cool and are well done for the most part. There isn't too much gore in this one though. The giant rats are convincing enough and they do come off as menacing. The biggest negative I have for the film is the shitty third act. The end of the movie is pretty underwhelming. It does feature some carnage at the swim meet, but the finale is pretty anticlimactic. They totally wasted a great opportunity to have the professor's giant good white rat fight the big bad rats, but instead, the white rat just gets gunned down as friendly fire by the police. Hell of a missed opportunity. It also ends on a lame cliffhanger where a giant kid who's been affected by the chemical kills another scientist and escapes into the woods. It's a rather abrupt conclusion. The film does feature some gratuitous nudity, and there's a pretty humorous scene where the professor is having a sex dream where he's starting to grow too big. The soundtrack is pretty forgettable, and the supporting cast is as well. Gnaw, Food of the Gods 2 is an entertaining killer rat movie that may drag in the middle and have a weak finale, but does feature a lot of cheese, and it is a fun little horror flick. I think it deserves a little more love than it gets.
Bobby, I want you to meet my colleague, Dr. Hamilton.
And I'd like you to get the fuck out of here!
It's all
Get
right.
out of here! Get out of my room!
I said don't disturb me while I'm cleaning my room!